Hey guys, I am back for part 2. Why I have this brush in the camera? Why is this in the camera? Why? Hey babes, it's Brattypuffs and I am back with another video. Finally back. Finally with part 2 of my entrepreneur series. So before I get started in the video, if you're new here, what's goody, what's poppin', what's up? My name is Dominique. You can call me Dominique, Milani, or Brattypuffs, whatever makes you happy. And if you're a returning subscriber slash viewer, hey, how you doing? What's up? Thanks for coming back. If you have not watched part 1 of my entrepreneur series, the link will be above, here, one of the two, and in the description box. So I did not plan for part 2 to be this far apart from part 1, but quarantine has me all discombobulated. I know that phone is just not ringing in the middle. Quarantine has me all discombobulated. So I apologize. Part 2 of my entrepreneur series is the one thing everybody wants to know about when they're starting a cosmetic business, a lash business, a hair business. Everything is vendors. Where did you find your vendor? Who is your vendors? How to find vendors? And I understand, I get it. So I am here to help you guys find your vendor. Y'all, listen, if you see this brush in the camera, I apologize. I have ADHD. I need to be having something in my hand to stay focused. So bear with me. So this video is all about vendors, how to find your vendor, where to look, questions to ask your vendor, what to look for in a vendor. Also, I'll be talking about samples and all of that good stuff. And towards the end, I will be showing you guys how to actually look for a vendor. Note that I will not be giving you a vendor. I will be showing you how to find a vendor. If you have not watched episode 1, go ahead, either jump off this video, go ahead, watch that and come back, or watch that when this video is over. In that video I talk about motivation, finding your name, your logo, what else did I talk about? I give you a little background about my situation. So basically it was just about a bunch of things you needed to know, or that I feel like you should know when starting a business. So check that out. So today I'm gonna try and not zone out. One thing I realized in that last video, and it's something I do all the time, when I'm talking about something like I enjoy and something I'm passionate about, I tend to zone out. And that's part of the reason why I have this brush in my hand to keep me kind of focused. And when I start to zone out, I get real mellow and just real chill, and I probably can come off kind of dry when I'm in that zone, and that was not my intention. So for you guys who watched that entire video and you felt that I was dry, I apologize, because I felt like I was dry. Keisha as well. So I'm gonna try to stay focused during this video to make sure that I give you as much information as I can, but also make it interesting, because I don't even want to watch someone's video if they're dry. So why would I expect y'all to watch my videos if I'm dry? Okay, so we're not doing that. So I have my notebook. If you don't have a notebook and you're about to start a business, what are you doing? Sis, what are you doing? Get a notebook. Get you a notebook. You're going to need it. I promise you, you're going to need a notebook so you can write everything down. I'm going to make a deal with you guys. If you're still watching and you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And deal. This is gonna be our deal. If you learn something from me if you're about to start a business and you learn something from this episode number 2, the deal will be you're gonna hit that subscribe button for me. Okay? Deal? Okay. Another thing I want to add to this video, something I want to do is you have to watch to the end of the video to find out I am doing like a giveaway type contest to one of my supporters, one of my subscribers, who wants to start a lash business. The terms of that will be at the end of the video, so just keep watching. And if you're about to start a lash business, you're interested in starting a lash business, and you feel like you're gonna need help, like I say, stay tuned and I will tell you guys about that opportunity. I honestly feel like you guys will love it, especially if you're at a place where you're like, I'm so confused. Okay guys, so the first step in finding a vendor, looking for a vendor, even before you figure out where to search for a vendor, you have to know what you want. When I say know what you want, I mean you have to know what type of lashes you want, what type of packaging you want. You want to know what type of material you want your lashes to be. If you want your lashes to be real mink, faux mink, horsehair, silk lashes, like you have to know the type of lashes you want. And that goes back to the part of my first episode about research. You have to know what you want. Another thing, have a budget. Now, if you don't have a budget, that's fine. But if you know that you don't want to go over a certain amount, that's going to help you as well. Because a lot of these vendors have MOQs, which is a minimum order quantity. And say your budget is only $50, right? You don't want to go to a vendor who has a minimum order quantity of 50 lashes or 100 lashes, because that's not going to be your $50. Then you want to decide if you want to get samples first, or if you want to go straight into your inventory. If you want to go straight into your inventory, you need to have a budget as well, especially for that. But we're gonna start with samples. You need to decide if you're gonna have a budget for your samples separately and a budget for your inventory, or if you're going to incorporate your samples into your budget for your inventory, or if you're just going to skip the whole samples part and go ahead and order your inventory. I wouldn't advise you skipping samples, and later on in the video I'll tell you why, and I'll even show you some of my samples. You want to have a budget because of the minimum order quantity, and you want to have a budget because shipping is expensive, babes. Shipping from overseas is expensive. And shipping, you do have some vendors who offer free shipping, especially with samples. So that could be a part of you knowing what you want. You want to look for vendors who have free shipping. So shipping range from free, and I've seen shipping be over $100. Don't listen to these people who tell you you can start a business with no money.
How?
You know them videos that you be seeing on YouTube? How I started a business with no money? How you can start a business with no money? Unless you're drop shipping, you're going to be spending some money. And even with drop shipping, you kind of spend some coins. You're going to need money. How much money you're going to need to start your business depends on you. Now that you've decided, okay, you know what you want, you have your budget, you know what material you want your lashes to be, you know how you want your packaging. A lot of vendors, most vendors, I can't say all because like I haven't talked to all, but a lot of vendors give you free packaging. It may not be the packaging you want. Custom packaging costs, but they do have cute packaging for free. So you have to incorporate that in your budget as well. The majority of manufacturers require you to have a minimum order quantity of 100 for custom packaging. Take that into consideration as well if you want to do custom packaging and you're trying to come up with your budget. Now that you decided what you wanted as far as your material, your packaging, you have your budget. Now we have to get into actually finding a vendor, and when you book questions to ask the vendor what to look for in the conversation, what to look for when you go on these sites, because you do have vendors that are scammers. You do have scammers on there, just like with any business. You're gonna have scammers. Scammers gonna do what scammers gonna do. So you just have to prepare for that, okay? Most vendors will talk to you through some of the sites, but the majority of the time you talk to your vendor, you're gonna be talking to your vendor through WhatsApp. So if you don't have WhatsApp on your phone, you might want to download WhatsApp, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need WhatsApp, and you need to get comfortable being out in the middle of the night, because it's not on your time, it's on their time, and our time zones are different. I don't care what site you use, what app you use, when going to search for a vendor, if you don't know what you want, you are going to be extremely overwhelmed. Because if you are going to search for lashes and you type in, let's say you want to only sell mink lashes, and you type in mink lashes, babe, you're going to have a search result of thousands and thousands and thousands of vendors to go through. That is going to be overwhelming. You're going to be there for weeks and months trying to find a vendor, and that's unnecessary. So you can narrow down your search by knowing what you want, and you can type in specifics. So when you start pulling up vendors that you actually like, notice the difference between stock photos and real photos. Stock photos are those photos that you see multiple vendors have the same photo, and you be like, okay, well, how can I tell if that vendor picture is real if this vendor has the same thing? You have to learn the difference. A lot of vendors going to have stock photos. Again, this one you have to be stern. You have to know what you want, and you have to ask for what you want. You have to ask for what you want. You're going to see stock photos. That's just what that is. When you find a vendor and they have all stock photos, I don't deal with vendors that I see them have only stock photos. That's just me. But again, I've been doing research for a long time, so I know what to look for and what not to look for. But when you starting out, you're going to see the stock photos. And if you're going down these lists and you see the same picture, the next step you do is you actually click on these profiles and you read reviews. And I don't mean just the 5-star reviews. For one, if you on a company's, if you on a site and you don't see any reviews, I don't deal with those vendors at all. I automatically click off. I don't care how many transactions, because a lot of sites show you the amount of transactions they've had. I don't care how many transactions you've had. If you have no review, I'm not doing business with you. And it's funny because I'm a person that before this, I never left reviews. But doing this, I realized how important reviews are, how important it is for you to leave reviews for the next consumer. A part of this to help you out, to make sure that you are legit, working with legit people, you have to read reviews, right? 5-star reviews, 4-star reviews, they're cool. I skip those all the time. I look at 3 stars, 2 stars, 1-star reviews, because there's a reason that people are leaving them. Now, a lot of times their reasons are legit. Some people's reasons aren't. That's what you have to read through. I read through all reviews. I read the reviews, and I love when people put like a glimpse of their business card or their logo, or say like their lash box in a picture when they're like showing, they leave a video or a picture of their products. I love that. Why? Because I go on Instagram and I search up these companies, and then I look at their lashes and I look at their products, and not just lashes, because I do that with other stuff too, that other, you know, things I have coming that I've been researching. I do that as well, and I will stalk. Okay, I will literally stalk and go on Instagram and look at these people's pictures and see if it looks the same as the vendor. That is so important to me. For the people who do that, I won't do that with mine because I don't want y'all to know my vendor. But I mean, I will leave reviews. I just won't put my name of my company in there. So the people who do that, I appreciate you. You are awesome sauce. Okay, from me to you, thank you. And don't take initial reviews as a deciding factor as well, because a lot of people leave initial reviews when they first get their product, and then they don't test it or anything, and then later on, a few weeks later or a month later, they test their product and then they hate it. Look for that as well. A lot of people come back and leave updated reviews. I love you guys as well who do that. And sometimes their opinions about the products change. That is important as well. Now, all 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star reviews are not accurate. Example, I was on a vendor's page and I saw a couple 2-stars and one 1-star. So immediately I went straight to the 1-star and I read it, and y'all, if I can find that review again, I will literally screenshot it for you. She gave them a 1-star review because she ordered 25mm lashes and she didn't know it was that long.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So she was like, I didn't realize it was that left, so I gave you a 1-star. That's not their problem. That's your problem. That you don't know how long 25mm are. So you hurt their rating because of something that was your fault. So when it comes to reviews, read them all. Read all of them. A lot of these vendors have Instagrams. I recently saw a few on YouTube. They have YouTube channels now. Go on, see if they have Instagrams and see if they have a YouTube, so you can go and look at different photos as well. Once you find a vendor, you can always ask them if they have a YouTube or Instagram. They will be honest, they'll tell you. So now that you've decided on a few vendors that you want to have a conversation with, you want to see their products, you want to see their full catalog. When you find a vendor that you want to speak with, a couple of questions you want to ask. This goes along with your budget. You want to ask them, what's their minimum order quantity? What's their turnaround time and their processing time, their shipping time? You want to ask them their payment methods. You want to ask them, what's their shipping and processing time, because you don't want to get a vendor, you like their lashes, you love their customer service, but it takes you 4 or 5 weeks to get their product. If you're running a business, you can't take 4 or 5 weeks to get inventory. When you first write your vendor, you want to, of course, I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you that you need to greet your vendor. Tell them, hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. I saw you here, and I want to inquire about your products. So they're going to ask you what you want, and just let them know that you want to see their full catalog. If you only want to see their 25mm lashes, ask for that. When you get your catalog, you want to go through your catalog, look at the lashes. This is what I do, and I will advise you to do this. Ask your vendor, or ask the vendor, for specific videos of each lash that you're interested in. Ask them. They'll give it to you. I will actually insert 1 or 2 videos from a couple of my vendors where I asked for a specific lash and they literally sent me a video of the lash. Because when these lashes are in the trays, and it's usually the big trays with multiple lashes in there, it's hard to see a full 360 of the lash. I want to see everything. Another thing that might be out there, but I've done it, you want to ask them to see videos of their workstation, of their factory. You can ask them to video chat you. WhatsApp have video chat, so you can ask them to video chat you. If you want custom packaging, you want to ask them what's the MOQ for custom packaging. This one isn't extremely important. It was important for me, but it's not extremely important. You want to ask them if they're a manufacturer or a distributor. Am I going to the man or I'm going to the middleman? My makeup looks so good today. Oh. By the way, guys, if you want to see the tutorial on this eye look, it's either going to be up before this video or after. Okay, that was just a little intermission for you guys. About samples, I advise you to get samples. You don't have to get samples because it's your money, it's your business, it's you. I advise you to get samples simply because if you've never worked with this person, if you don't know anyone who has, and most people don't tell you their vendors, so 9.5 times out of 10, you won't know if someone has worked with a vendor. I wear my lashes. Like, I wear my samples. I test out my product. Like right now, my lashes I have on now is my lashes that I'm going to sell. Okay. This, I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram or not. I took this picture right here in May of last year, and this was the first day I wore my first sample of 25mm lashes from a vendor that I wanted to work with. I didn't decide to work with that vendor again. When you get your product, your samples, you want to test your samples. You want to test your band. Okay, so here's a lash, one of my samples from a vendor. You can see. Okay. When you get your samples, you want to play with the lash. You want to see if it rips easily. You want to see if you can bend it. You want to wet it. You want to wear your lash until you can't wear it no more. Sis, wear your lash. Because how can you guarantee your lash is going to last a certain amount of time if you haven't worn it that amount of time? Me, I wear my lashes. I put my lashes through the ringer to make sure that when I put my name on this and I sell it to you and I guarantee you that these lashes will last a certain amount of time, yeah, sis, I know that because I've done it. You want to make sure that it bends. If your lash, if you bend your lash and it goes back into the shape that you were trying to unbend it from, you might not want to sell that one, sis. You know, you might not want to sell that particular lash. But I made it my business to make sure that I do wear my lashes because, again, I can't sell you something that I don't back. That goes back to my first video when I said you have to be an expert on whatever product you're selling, whatever field you're going into. Research, and testing samples is a part of research. Let me ask you something. You've been watching me this long and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet? Or that like button? Or you just waiting for the end? Okay, I got you. That was our deal. If you learned something, you get to subscribe. Okay, let's just get back in the video. My bad. Just wanted to know, if you decide that you don't want to get your samples and you just want to order your bulk inventory, if you end up with a bulk of lashes that you don't like, that does not look like the pictures, that does not look like the videos, the lashes don't last as long, I can guarantee my lashes can last 25 to 30 times. Even more if you take care of your lashes. I can guarantee that. And I'm rough. I'm rough with my lashes. I can guarantee that. If you don't try yours out, you can't guarantee that. In some cases, you just might not like the lashes. Like me, I have several lashes I've ordered that I honestly just don't like. It was what I asked for. It's just, it looks different in person, so I don't want it. But here's a con to not ordering to not order samples, and you might end up in this situation. I ordered these samples. I was sent these lashes. I don't know if you can tell, but these lashes are two different lashes. They're the same lash, supposedly, but they're not. They're two different lashes. I don't know if you can tell. Had I ordered a bulk of lashes, sis, and I got that, I would be upset. Say I ordered 10 of these lashes. This is my inventory. I was ready to launch my business. I ordered 10. You know, I'm right at the mark to launch. That was my fault because I didn't order samples. I didn't do my part to make sure that the inventory that I was about to push, the products that I was about to push out, wasn't correct. Like I didn't do my part. These are two lashes that I ordered. There's nothing wrong with these lashes whatsoever. I'll show you. Here. I'll show you. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't like them. Now, granted, one thing I had to learn with this process is what I might not like, others me. And I have to keep reminding myself that. So that's why I have this pink sticker. I'm going to upload this one on my website. If I get good feedback from this, I will order more. If not, like I said, I wouldn't wear them. But someone else might like them. I mean, I can't give you the probability of you actually finding your vendor when you get your first order, your first sample order. You probably won't find your vendor. Like, you probably will love your first sample order. Research your vendors, guys. Research your vendors, research vendors, get samples. Now, I'm not telling you to go to 10 vendors and get 10 orders of samples, because it's gonna start to add up, babe. It's gonna start to add up. Yeah, I wouldn't advise that. I don't want to make this video too long, so I won't be showing you as many. I will tell you where to look. I just won't show you as many sites as I was going to, because baby, we are already on an hour and 4 minutes, and I will have to edit down, but I don't know how much I'm going to edit down, so I don't want to make this too long, unless you guys don't mind watching an hour of me. I don't mind editing an hour-long video, but yeah. If you have decided what type of box you want, even if you haven't decided, ask them for a sample box. They will give you a sample box. They send sample boxes. This isn't even a type of box. I mean, this isn't. Yeah, my box won't even look like this, but I wanted to check the quality of their boxes, and she sent me a sample box. I did promise my good sis that I would talk about trademarking and LLCs and all of that. So I will mention that in episode 3, contest or giveaway or whatever you want to call it, that I have decided to do. I am going to pick one or two. I haven't decided yet. One or two of my subscribers, supporters. So, one or two of my viewers, subscribers who want to start a lash business, who haven't started a lash business yet because you don't know where to start. One who has, started, but they have hit their plateau. They don't know what to do. They're lost. They need help. I am going to choose. It has to be somebody that I know support me. You can't just be somebody who just popped up and be like, oh my gosh, I want you to help me. No. It has to be somebody that I know. I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on loyalty, guys. And I'm big on support. So it has to be somebody that I have seen in my comments, on my page. Someone I've talked to that's interested in starting a business. The only way that I will pick somebody who's not somebody I'm familiar with is if there's nobody that I know who wants to do it. No one has reached out. The terms will be posted, the exact terms will be posted later. I'm going to give that person my vendor list with my legit vendors. We're going to go over my vendors. We're going to, I'm going to help you pick out a vendor. If you have any questions, we can ask them together. If you want to check my credibility by seeing like screenshots of the conversations I've had with them, I can do that. I can help you with other business questions, like, you know, if you've had questions and you didn't want to ask on a public forum, like, you know, my comments and stuff, and you want to ask personal questions, you can ask me. We'll do that. You know, I'll give you advice. I'll help you with your logo. I'll help you come up with like your policy for your business, different parts of your website. I will not construct your website for you. Although I'm doing mine and I've done mine before, I will not do that for you, but I will help you. I will be available throughout your journey for business advice. I will help you as much as I can to, you know, help you be successful with your business, with your journey, to help you be less stressed, as I should say, with your business. I understand. So, but the biggest part about all of this is that I know how hard this is. I know how frustrating it is. It's a lot. I'm going to purchase your sample order for you. I did not say your inventory. I said your sample order. So I'm going to purchase. I did not say your inventory. I said your sample order. Underscore the letter N. I will actually make a post on YouTube and on Instagram when it's time for me to pick the person. But before I make my decision and before that contest actually starts, I need you guys to get me to 5K on YouTube and 5K on Instagram. Business, and I can talk about this from being a makeup artist and from being on YouTube. Your biggest supporters are not going to be your family and friends. Your biggest supporters are not going to be your family and friends. Swallow that pill now, so that your feelings is not hurt later. Swallow that pill now. Swallow it. Accept it for what it is and move on. One thing you're going to have to learn is to acknowledge who doesn't support you in your head, but don't focus on it. Focus on the people who do support you. Your biggest supporters are not going to be your family and friends. I can count on, I won't even need all 10 of my fingers to tell you how many of my family and friends support my YouTube channel. And the same with my makeup journey. And that's okay for me. Because see, I meet you where you at. You feel me? I support you how you support me. That's just what that. I give you what you give me. I match energy. Let me put it like that. I match energy. I give you what you give me. I'm a vendor. So now we're gonna go to, now I'm gonna show you guys how to actually find a vendor. The sites you can use. The sites you can use to find a vendor. You can use Alibaba. You can use Google. Y'all, Google is your best friend. Anything you want to know, from your vendors to your packaging to ideas, Google is your friend. Does not have real mink lashes. You can get your lashes from AliExpress. You can look for vendors on Instagram, on YouTube. I don't know about Facebook, so I'm not gonna put Facebook. Everyone knows about AliExpress. The only thing I'm going to tell you about AliExpress is if AliExpress does not have real mink lashes. You can get your lashes from AliExpress. They just don't sell real mink lashes. I've gotten lashes from AliExpress, but I wouldn't sell them. I'm not giving you a vendor. I'm not giving you a vendor. I'm going to show you how to find as real minks. Now, you can sell them as full minks, yeah. As long as you're honest about what you're selling them. As long as you're honest about what you're selling, you can definitely get lashes from AliExpress. You just can't get real mink lashes from AliExpress. Okay, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that comment, hit that notification bell, share my video, help somebody else start their business. Episode 3 will be coming soon. Like I said, I'm taking you guys on this entire journey with me. Good, bad, and ugly. You're going to be there. You're going to see it. So hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Check out part 1.
Okay guys, I chose Alibaba as the first site to show you. So what I did was just downloaded the app. You can go on a computer or you can download the app, whatever works for you. So I want to show you what I meant by not narrowing your search, and when you just put a broad search in, you're going to come up with thousands and thousands of vendors. So what I just put was mink lashes, and you can see at the top it is 70,687 vendors that popped up, and you will see all these vendors, and that's just by me typing in mink lashes. And what I'm showing you now is just all the different vendors. There's so many vendors you can choose from. You really wouldn't even have to go to a different site to find a vendor. Like, Alibaba has everything on here. I love this site, but I'm just showing you all the vendors, and like I said, this particular result is 71,000 vendors. That's a lot of vendors. And if you don't know what you want, you're going to be going through these vendors trying to find a particular style lash. Here is where I'm showing you how to filter. You can choose the different origin you want your lashes to come from, the price. You can choose the category you want from them. This one has strip lashes, extensions. I'm going to narrow my search down, so I decided to put in 25mm mink lashes. So that took me down from 71,000 vendors down to 3,500. Like, you literally cut down 60,000 something vendors by narrowing your search. This is going to save you so much time, and it's going to save you a headache. Trust me. Know what you want before you decide to go and look for your vendor. And I'm just going down the list showing you the different vendors, and it's so many to choose from, but it's not 71,000 vendors. That's the shipping. Their estimated shipping is 20. That's not a guarantee, that's an estimate. And see, this vendor doesn't have any reviews, so automatically I'm like, okay, this ain't even for me. I'm cutting off. I'm not staying on. And then they had an on-time delivery rate of 81%. Well, 82%. That's something you need to look for too, because why is your delivery time 82%? But whatever. So you just go back here and you look at lashes. I'm trying to find one with reviews. Let me see. Oh, these ones have some cheap lashes. 50 cents a lash? Oh. See, these ones, that one doesn't have any reviews as well, so you automatically click off. I mean, I would personally automatically click off anyway with the 50 cent per lash, but that's just me. Okay, so this person only has 2 reviews, and then this is a picture. So I want to find someone that has a lot of reviews that I can go through, and I can decide for myself if this is a legit vendor. Again, no reviews. Okay, good. So this one has 23 reviews and 3 photos. So you just go down and you read and you read. They don't have any 1-star reviews, but like I say, if they don't have any 1-star, it doesn't bother me. But I like honesty, And I mean, their products could be just that good. But if you do find reviews 1-star, definitely read those 1-star reviews. So I'm going to narrow down my search again. And this is for the ones who like natural lashes. If you want regular 3D make lashes, you can type that in. And just type in 3D make lashes took me to 62,000 vendors. That's a lot. And I went back and I'm just showing you those right there, those are stock photos. But okay, so once you decide what vendor you want, just go to the details tab and then it'll show you like the materials, the color. It tells you the MOQ, everything on the details tab. It also gives you a little background about the company and the factory, and it has frequently asked questions on the bottom, and they also have different products that they sell. So Alibaba is a very good reference. They have a lot of information on there. So the next one I'm going to show you is just Google. Y'all, it is just as simple. Type it in. Now Google has a lot too, but if you've been using Google, so you know how many results are on Google, and go to different pages. Don't stay on just the first page. Go to the second, the third, the 10th, the 11th. You're gonna have to do research to find your vendor, and it's just that simple. You have a lot of vendors, as you can see. It's a whole lot of vendors, but it's just that simple. Google, and you can do the same thing on DHgate, Google, Alibaba. Like I said, AliExpress has full mink lashes, YouTube, Instagram. Just do your research and you will find the vendors that you want. It's that simple, guys.
Y'all still here? If y'all still here and you haven't hit that like button or that subscribe button, please tell me what you're doing. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And go ahead and comment and tell me what you learned today, folks. The teacher wants to know what you learned today, okay? So, I'll wait. You did it? Okay, thank you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.